And welcome to Local 6 Legal Line on this midday. Teris Swanson flying solo with the Bryant Law Center in Paducah, Mayfield, and Louisville, answering your questions at 1-888-208-6946. Right down here. If you can't write that down real quick, we'll keep it up for your convenience. Topics today are criminal defense and personal injury. And Teris, good to have you today. And we have a question right off the bat from Jason, who says, I had a car wreck last week. Are there things that I need to do to protect my claim because I'm starting to have headaches and I'm afraid I may be injured worse than I initially thought?
Yeah, that happens. You can definitely have a latent injury that you thought you were fine right after, especially when the adrenaline's going and maybe you're worried about maybe other passengers, you're more worried about them, and then you get home and realize, yeah, I don't feel as great as I thought I was. So that happens pretty frequently. There are definitely things that you can do to preserve your claim. If you haven't contacted your insurance, whether you're at fault or not, you have, under Kentucky law, you are considered self-insured for the first $10,000 of your own medical and wage loss. And so you have PIP coverage. That's what that personal injury protection is for. So contact them, set up a claim so that they can start paying out on that for that, again, that first $10,000. Contact an attorney so that they can help you assess your case. Make sure you're keeping good medical records. You need to go get medical treatment for those headaches, see what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing serious and that $10,000 in PIP will cover it. But if it's something more serious, then you definitely will need to contact an attorney, contact the other party's car insurance, and get that rolling. Document all your medical records. If you have an injury that you can see, it's always great to take pictures. If you have something like a limp or anything like that, it's great to take videos so that those can be documented. But most importantly, seek medical treatment and get those medical records taken care of, and put your PIP carrier on notice about that.
Our next question comes from Monica and says, my back is pretty messed up from a recent accident for being rear-ended. Is there something that I can do to get compensation for perhaps future medical bills? And you know how back problems are. Once you get those, they tend to be recurring.
Yeah, back problems can be very serious for a very long time, and you may have future medical bills. You can get those covered. One thing that is strongly advised to caution you against is go ahead and signing off on any settlement right now. You need to make sure that your settlement will cover future medicals, because a lot of times, well, I would say most of the time, once you sign a settlement, that's it. They're not going to give you any more, and you've signed away your rights for anything in the future. So get some sort of records from your physician. You may have to call the billing department so they can give you an estimate of how much certain procedures cost, and you can do it that way. An attorney would take care of all that for you, but if you're adamant on doing it yourself, which we don't recommend, but if you need to, call your physician to get their estimate as to how many more treatments you're going to need, and then call the billing department and they can take care of that for you.
Okay, have about 30 seconds left, probably long enough to read the question, but not long enough to get an answer. So Williams, I see your question there, and let's wait till part two. If you can wait for us, hang with us till after the break, and we'll get an answer to your question about a possible lawsuit. So stay with us. Part two of Local 6 Legal Line with the Honorable Teris Swanson of the Bryant Law Center coming up right after the break on Local 6 Midday.